My name is Jivira Reddy, lecturer in Computer Science, JVR Government Degree College, Sattupalli. Today, my topic is higher normal forms. Before going to the fourth normal form and fifth normal form, first we see in the BCNF. BCNF, Bicode normal form. Here, Bicode normal form for a table to satisfy the Bicode normal form, it should be satisfy the two conditions. It should be in the third normal form. The table should be in the third normal form. And for any dependency, A tends to B, comma A should be super key. It means for a dependency, A tends to B, comma A cannot be a non-primary prime attributes. If B is a prime attribute, here example for this one, below we have a college enrollment table with column student ID, subject and professor. You see in here student ID entered 5 records, subject professor. Here Java student 101, 102, 104, professor P Java, P Java, P Java. Then we can see I have also added some sample data in the table. One student can enroll for multiple subjects. For example, student with student ID 101 has obtained for the subject Java and C++. Student 1 can register Java and C++. Okay, then for each subject a professor is assigned to the student. For each subject a professor assigned to the student, and there can be multiple professor teaching one subject, like we have a Java. What do you think should be the primary key? Well, in the table above, student ID subject together from the primary key. Because using student ID and subject we can find all the column of the table. This is a composite primary key. Here composite primary key treated as a primary key. When the primary key is not available in the table, we have to choose the multiple rows for primary key, more than one column to the multiple key, composite primary key. Here we are choosing student ID and subject are the attributes selected as a primary key. One more important point to note here, one professor teaches only one subject, but one subject may have two different professors. Hence, there is a dependency between subject and professor here, where subject depends on the professor name. This able to satisfy the first normal form because all the values are atomic, column same names are unique, and all the values stored in a particular column of the same domain. Here first NF is satisfied. The table satisfies second NF and the partial dependency, and there have no partial dependency. The table in the first NF and the satisfy the second normal form condition because partial dependency have been removed or no partial dependency, and also no transitive dependency, and the table in the second NF. So satisfy the third normal form conditions. Then student ID and professor table, student table and professor table, and now this relation satisfy Biocode normal form because why? We will divide the dependencies here, satisfy the conditions of the Biocode normal form because student ID subject and student ID subject and professor divided into two tables. So the conditions of the third normal form is satisfied. Then go to the fourth normal form. If two or more independent relations are kept in a single relation, or we can say multivariate dependencies occurs. If two or more independent relations are kept in a single relation, or we can say multivariate dependencies occurs. In a person, when the presence of one or more rows in a table implies the presence of one or more other rows in the same table. Put anywhere two attributes or columns in a table are independent of one another, but both depend on the third attribute. A multivariate dependency always requires at least three attributes because it consists of at least two attributes that are dependent on the third. For a dependency diagram, A tends to B. If for a single value A, multiple values of B exist, then the table may have multi-value dependencies. The table should have at least three attributes A, B, C should be independent. For A tends to be multi-value dependency. For example, in fourth normal form is a level of database normalization where there are no trivial multivariate dependencies other than a candidate key. It builds on the first three normal forms, that is first NF, second NF and third NF, and the Biocode normal form also. It states that in addition to a database meeting, the requirements of BCNF, it must not contain more than one multi-value dependency. Here we have a multi-value dependencies. Here we have a fourth normal form here. Levels of the normal form where the non-trivial multivariate dependencies other than a candidate key, it builds on the first three normal forms. They are the first NF, second NF, third NF, and the BCNF. It starts that in addition to a database meeting requirements of DBMS, it must not contain more than one multi-value dependencies. Properties of fourth NF. The relation R is in fourth NF if and only if the following conditions are satisfied. It should be in biconormal form BCNF. The table should be in biconormal form. The table should not have any multi-value dependencies. The table should not have any multi-value dependencies. A table with a multi-value dependencies violates the normalization standards for fourth normal form because it creates unnecessary redundancy and can contribute to inconsistent data. To bring this up to fourth NF, it is necessary to break this information into two tables. Example, below we have a college enrollment table with the column SID, course and hobby. We have entered 4 records, course and hobbies. As we seen in the table, student with SID, one has obtained for 2 courses, science and math, and has 2 hobbies, cricket and hockey. You must be thinking what problem in this can lead to right. Well, the 2 records of student SID1 will give rise to 2 or more records. As shown below, because for one student 2 hobbies exist. Hence, along with both the courses, these hobbies should be specified. And in this table above, there is no relationship between the columns, course and hobbies. They are independent of each other. So, there is multi-value dependencies which leads to unnecessary repetition of data and other anomalies as well. Here we see if a table in a fourth NF, it must be satisfy the third normal form conditions and should not have any multi-value dependencies. A table with a multi-value dependencies, it violates the normalization standards of fourth NF, becomes it creates unnecessary redundancies and can contribute to inconsistent data. To bring this up to fourth NF, it is necessary to break this information into 2 tables. In below table, we have a college enrollment, we have SID, course and hobbies. As we can see in the table above, student with SID, one has obtained for the 2 courses. Here we see SID 1 have 2 courses and hobbies cricket and hockey. will give rise to two or more records. It is divided and by the table above, the relationship between the columns, course and habits, they are independent of each other. So, there is multi-value dependency which leads to unnecessary repetitions of data and other anomalies as well. How to satisfy fourth NF? To make the above relation satisfy the fourth NF, we can decompose the table into two tables. Course obtained table, SID and course. Then hobbies table, SID and hobbies. Now this relation satisfies the fourth normal form. A table can also have functional dependency along with the multi-value dependencies. In this case, the functionally dependent columns are moved in a separate table and the multi-value dependent columns are moved to separate table. The functional dependent columns are moved in a separate table and the multi-valued dependent columns are moved to separate table. This is the fourth normal form satisfies the two conditions of the table in the third normal form and removes the multi-value dependencies. Then here fifth normal form. A relation R is in fifth normal form and only if every join dependency is R is implied by the candidate key of R, A relation R is in fifth normal form if and only if every join dependency in R is implied by the candidate key of R. A relation decomposed into two relations must have less join property, which ensure that no extra tuple are generated when the relation are rented through a natural join. Properties: a relation R is in fifth NF if and only if satisfy the following conditions. R should be already in fourth NF. R means relation R. The second condition, it cannot be further non-loss decomposed join dependency. Example: consider the above schema with a case as if a company makes a product and an agent is an agent for the company, then he always sells the product for the company. If a company makes the product, an agent is an agent for this company, when he always sells the product for this company. This is the example for fifth NF. In the fifth NF, we have a relation R should be already in fourth NF. It cannot be further non-loss decomposed join dependency or join dependency. Here we see in the first BCNF For a table satisfy Bicode normal form, you have to satisfy the third normal form. Then and for any dependency A tends to B, A should be a super key. It means the dependency A tends to B comma A cannot be non-prime attributes if B is a prime attribute. Here example you are already taken: student ID, subject and professor. This is a college enrollment table. We added some sample data in the table. One student can enroll multiple subjects. For example, here one student 101, one student can enroll the Java and C++ subject, and Java subject can teach us the more than one professor, and each professor teaches only one subject. Here we see 101 student ID enrolled for Java and C++ subjects. Here P-Java 2 can handle the only one subject, Java subject. For each subject, for each professor can teach us only one subject. Suppose P-Java teaches one subject, C++ teaches C++. Here each professor teaches only one subject. In the table, student ID, subject together from the primary key, because using student ID and subject we can find all the columns of the table. The table satisfies the first normal form conditions because all the values are atomic, columns names are unique, all the values stored in a particular column are the same domain. This table also satisfies the second NF. If the table is second NF, that satisfies the first NF condition and no partial dependency. Then the table in the third normal form, that satisfies the second normal form conditions and no transitive dependency. Here Bicode normal form, we divide the table into two, that satisfies the Bicode normal form conditions. Then functional dependency, data normalization and normal forms in the fourth and fifth normal forms. This is a multi-value dependencies introduction and fourth normal form. What is a fourth normal form? It is level of database normalization. If there are no non-trivial multi-value dependencies, if a normal form forms 1, 2, 3 and BCNF satisfies, in addition to database meeting requires BCNF, must be contain more than one multi-value dependencies. Here it should be in the Bicode normal form. The fourth normal form satisfies the two conditions. First one is that should be the first normal form, that should be in the Bicode normal form, and the table should not have any multi-value dependencies. In the table have the multi-value dependencies, that violates the normalization standards. because creates the unnecessary redundancies and can contribute to inconsistent data. To bring this up to 4NF, it is necessary to break this information into two tables. Then you get the dependencies. To make the above satisfy the fourth normal form conditions, because the multivariate dependencies have been removed to divide the single table to two tables. The above table will have the functional dependency along with multi-value dependencies. In this case, the functional dependency columns are moved in a separate table and the multi-value dependencies columns are moved to separate table. Then satisfy the fourth normal form condition. With the fifth normal form conditions, the R should be already in fourth n of the conditions are properties or conditions are. It can be further non-loss decomposed joint dependencies. Here we have taken example. If it is in fourth normal form, it must be satisfied the fourth normal form conditions. It cannot be further non-loss decomposed joint dependencies. Denormalization in the database. We see in the normalization. In the normalization, what is the normalization? To reduce the redundancy in the table, a process to reduce the redundancy in the table. In this process, we have a basic normal forms and higher normal forms. In this basic normal forms, we see in first normal form, second normal form, third normal form, then higher normal forms, BCNF, fourth normal form and fifth normal form. In a table satisfies these all normal forms, we have to satisfy the some conditions. Mainly the conditions are dependencies. What is the dependencies means? Dependency, fully dependency, partial dependency, fully functional dependency, transitive dependency, multivariate dependency. These are the dependencies already we seen. A table is satisfies in all these conditions. The table is fully normalized. In this process, a denormalization is a process. Here, a denormalization is a database optimization technique in which we add redundant data to one or more tables. This can help us avoid costly joins in a relation, in a relational database. Costly joins in a relational database. Note that denormalization does not mean not doing normalization. It is an optimization technique that is applied after long normalization, after doing normalization. After doing normalization, it is an optimization technique. In a traditional normalization database, we store data in separate logical tables and attempts to minimize redundant data. It is attempt to minimize redundant data. For example, in the normalized data, we might have a courses table and a teachers table. Each entry entry in courses would store the teacher ID for courses but not the teacher name. When we need to retrieve a list of courses, all courses with the teacher name, we would do a join between these two tables. Here, in a traditional normalized database, we store data in separate logical tables and attempts a minimize redundant data. In a normalized, for example, in a normalized database, you may have a courses table and a teacher table. Each entry in a courses would store the teacher's ID and course but not the teacher name. When we need a retrieve a list of courses with the teacher name, we would to join between the two tables. In some way, that is great if a teacher changes his or her name, we only have to update the name in one place. The drawback is that if tables are large, we may spend an unnecessary long time doing joins on tables. Denormalization then strikes a different compromise. Under denormalization, would decide that we're okay with some redundancy and some extra effort to update the database in order to get the efficiency advantages of favor joins. Process of denormalization. Process of denormalization. First one is retrieving data is a faster since we do favor joins. Second one, queries to retrieve can be simpler. Queries to retrieve can be simpler. This is the pros of denormalization. Next, cons of denormalization. These cons: first one, updates and insert are more expensive. Denormalization can make update and insert code harder to write. Here, updates and inserts are more expensive. If you want to insert this one, first one, you see the pros. Retrieving data is a faster since we do favor joins. Retrieving data is nothing but to access the data is faster. Just add a small joins. Second one, queries to retrieve can be simpler. Queries in the questions to retrieve can be simpler. Here, cons of denormalization: updates and insertions are more expensive. Updates of the data or insertion of the data is more expensive. Denormalization can make update and insert done harder to write. It is very hard to write. Data may be inconsistent, which is the correct value for piece of data. The next one is data redundancy. Data redundancy necessitates more storage. In a system that demands scalability like that of any major tech companies, will almost always use elements of both normalized and denormalized database. Here, denormalization, we see in the pros of denormalization and cons of denormalization, and it is a process of denormalization, and taken an example for denormalization. It is a process of denormalization to already done the normalized table. We take the normalized table. In this normalized table, we seen joins to avoid the costly joins and separate logical tables and attempts of minimizing redundant data. We see an example. At the same time, the main pros are retrieving data is faster and queries retrieving can be as simpler. Then the updates and insertions are expensive. Denormalization can make updates and insertion code harder to write, that is, coding is very hard. Data may be inconsistent, which is correct value for a piece of data. Data redundancy necessitates more storage. This is the denormalization process. Thank you.